"You're just a foolish server girl, stick to pouring drinks," he sneered, his voice slicing through the silence like a blade. But Aaliyah saw what no one else did. Hidden within his $75 billion empire was a fatal flaw, a secret she'd glimpsed on a wine-soaked napkin. New York City, October 15th, 2025. The skyline glittered like a jagged crown, its skyscrapers piercing the smog-laden twilight with audacious defiance. In Manhattan's pulsing heart, the Celestine restaurant stood as a monument to excess, its gold-leafed walls shimmering under chandeliers that dripped crystal like frozen tears. Floor-to-ceiling windows framed the chaos of the city below, yellow taxis honking, pedestrians scurrying under neon signs. Inside, tables draped in white linen groaned under porcelain plates, each dish a small fortune, truffle-dusted scallops, caviar in edible gold, wines older than the dreams of the waitstaff. This was the playground of the ultra-wealthy, where billionaires sealed deals over desserts that cost more than a month's rent in Brooklyn. Aaliyah Thompson, 29, moved through this world like a shadow, her black waitress uniform blending into the dim elegance. Her rich mahogany skin glowed faintly under the chandelier light, her tightly coiled hair pinned in a practical bun, framing sharp cheekbones and eyes burning with quiet fire. At 5'7", she carried herself with grace born of necessity. Broad shoulders, honed from years of balancing trays and hands steady from late-night coding at Stanford, betrayed her past. She had been a PhD candidate in computer science, her algorithms praised as poetry in code, by professors who saw her as the future. But life had other plans. Her brother, Jamal, 24, had been struck by a rare neurological disorder, progressive, debilitating, costing $10,000 a month. Medical bills buried her dreams under 6 figures of debt. She dropped out, returned to New York, and took the only job that paid enough, serving at Celestine. The restaurant thrummed with feverish energy tonight. The Global Innovation Summit was underway at Carnegie Hall 10 minutes away, a spectacle live-streamed to 400 million, where billionaires posed impossible challenges with life-changing prizes. Celestine was the pregame, where tech moguls schmoozed over foie gras and vintage Bordeaux, their laughter a symphony of power. Aaliyah balanced a tray of 1982 Chateau Lafite Rothschild, each bottle worth $3,000, weaving through the crowd. Her feet ached, her back screamed, but she pushed on, mind on Jamal, tethered to machines in their Brooklyn apartment. The elites could pay his bills with a flick of their cards, but to them she was invisible. At table 12, Victor Langston held court. At 45, he was Silicon Valley arrogance in an Armani suit, his salt and pepper hair slicked back, blue eyes piercing. Langston Crypto, his $75 billion empire, dominated with unbreakable blockchain algorithms. For a decade, he'd ruled the summit's Codebreaker Challenge, stumping experts. His tablet glowed with code, his latest quantum-resistant encryption. "Another round?" Aaliyah asked, voice steady. Langston waved dismissively. "Hurry, girl. We're discussing real work, innovation you'd never grasp," she poured, tray heavy. Her elbow brushed the table's edge. The bottle tilted, crimson wine splashing Langston's tablet. The screen hissed, code distorting. "Oh no, I'm so sorry," Aaliyah gasped, grabbing a napkin. Panic surged. A spill could mean her job. Mr. Hargrove had fired a waiter for less. Langston snatched the tablet, snarling. "You clumsy idiot. This is my latest algorithm. Worth more than your pathetic life. Unbreakable and now ruined by a brainless server." Diners froze. His guests snickered. A mogul smirked. "Victor, it's just wine." "Just wine?" Langston roared, standing over Aaliyah. "This is the summit's crown jewel, $75 billion to anyone who cracks it. My empire. And you, a street girl with no education, think you can mop it up. You're nothing!" Laughter erupted, cruel echoing. A woman in sequins whispered, "She doesn't belong." A man snorted, "Back to the kitchen." Aaliyah's hands trembled, but her face stayed composed. She glimpsed the code. Prime sequences. A modulus off by 17, a flaw exploitable by Pollard's RAO. Her photographic memory locked it in. "I'm sorry, sir," she said, forcing a smile. "Anything I can do?" Langston barked, leaning close, cologne sharp. "You're good for pouring wine, barely. Stick to your place, girl. Leave brilliance to those who belong." He waved her off. "This puzzles my summit star. $75 billion, impossible to crack. Diners clapped, mocking her. A woman muttered, "Clumsy help." A man added, "Lucky she's not fired." Aaliyah retreated to the kitchen, heart pounding. Hargrove waited, arms crossed. "Thompson, Langston's a VIP. One more mistake, you're gone." "Yes, sir," she murmured. The code danced in her mind, Langston's taunts. "Nothing," boomed street girl Anne, fueling her. "Summit at 8 p.m. Public access." "Could she?" She pulled a wine-stained napkin from her apron, scribbling the code's flaw. This was for Jamal, for her dreams. But the risks, job humiliation loomed. The kitchen's heat pressed in. Stay invisible or fight. The kitchen was a steamy chaos of clanging pots and shouting chefs. So Aaliyah leaned against a metal counter, uniform damp with sweat and wine. Her phone buzzed. "Jamal, sis, shift okay." Docs upped my meds. Feeling better. "When you home?" Her throat tightened. Jamal's voice was weak, machines humming behind him. "Busy, Jay, home soon. Love you." "Love you too." "Don't stress." She hung up, tears pricking. Jamal, her rock growing up in Brooklyn, now fought for every breath. Langston's words stung. Brainless in nothing. The napkin in her apron burned with possibility. Her phone buzzed with Summit news. Langston's unbreakable code, 75B prize. Hackers on forums called it impossible. But Aaliyah saw the flaw exploitable. Winning could save Jamal, free her. Doubt gnawed. Exposing herself in a uniform? Langston would destroy her. Hargrove would fire her. "Thompson, table 5. Hargrove barked. She pocketed the napkin. "Clock 7:45 p.m. Summit at 8. Screw it." She grabbed her coat, slipped out the back alley. October air hit like a slap. City noise roaring. Carnegie Hall's arches glowed. Crowds surging, tech enthusiasts, journalists. Dreamer's security scanned her ID. Public viewing only. Inside, the hall was a cathedral. Velvet VIP seats, packed public areas. Screens loomed. Aaliyah pushed forward, uniform drawing stairs. A student whispered, "Lost waitress?" A suit scoffed, "Wrong place." Dr. Elena Ruiz, 50, silver hair in a chignon, took the stage. Her Nobel commanded silence. "Welcome to the summit!" Victor Langston's quantum-resistant encryption. Who dares break it? The code flashed, identical to the tablet. Contestants failed, screens freezing. The crowd groaned. Aaliyah waved. "I see something." Security blocked her. "Stay back," Ruiz noticed. Let her through. Spotlights blinded. Cameras zoomed. "The algorithm's flawed," Aaliyah said. "Line 47, modulus off by 17. Pollard's RHO variant cracks it." Silence. Langston stood. "Absurd. This Celestine waitress a spy. Her nobody pretending to be smart. Go back to serving, girl." Students shouted, "Prove it." VIPs laughed. A journalist tweeted, "Waitress versus Billionaire." Day summit shock, Ruiz nodded. "Verify." Tex ran the simulation. Screen encryption broken, pandemonium. Students cheered, "Yes." VIPs gasped. Waitress coder trended. Langston's face paled. The hall thrummed, air thick with suspense. Aaliyah stood center stage, uniform stained, feeling exposed. Students waved signs, "Code Queen." VIPs whispered, "Stunt." Social media exploded. "Black woman crushes billionaire." Versus fake. Langston set up. Langston stormed the stage. "Lucky guess, waitress. You cheated, spying on my tablet." A dropout who couldn't hack Stanford. "Back to your kitchen." Students booed, chanting, "Let her speak." A woman yelled, "Sexist!" VIPs murmured agreement with Langston. Ruiz intervened. "Verification holds. Explain." Aaliyah met Langston's glare. "I saw the code when I spilled wine. The flaw's there if you look." Laughter from students. A VIP muttered, "No cryptographer." Langston sneered. "Fine, 150 billion, my empire. Solve 3 tech challenges in 45 minutes. Live. Fail, admit you're a fraud on TV. I'll sue you to the streets." Gasps. Students chanted, "Do it." VIPs bet against her. Tweet, "Langston versus waitress, showdown." Summit drama, Ruiz frowned. "Coercive, Victor." "I'll donate 10% to tech education if she wins," Langston smirked. "Deal, server girl." Aaliyah's mind raced, ruin or redemption. A teenager waved, "Aaliyah rules." She nodded. "Deal," cheers erupted. Tech set up a workstation. Clock 45 eyes beep. Langston whispered, "You'll regret this, dropout." "You're nothing." The clock ticked like a heartbeat. Langston unveiled the first challenge, a massive dataset of obfuscated transactions. "Decrypt the master key, find the patterns," he said, smirking. "Easy for experts. But you, Waitress, you'll choke, just like at Stanford." "Stick to pouring wine." Students leaned forward, chanting, "Aaliyah, Aaliyah." VIPs scoffed. Aaliyah typed, passing terabytes. 40 EKI syntax error, gasps. Langston laughed. "Clumsy with code, too." "Go back to your streets, girl. You're embarrassing your kind." Boos from students. A woman shouted, "Ignore him!" Tweets, "Langston's a bully." Support Aaliyah versus "She's done." Aaliyah debugged, sweat beading. A rival, Dr. Ethan Cole, MIT grad and Langston's protege, smirked from the wings. Had he tampered with her data? 37 Fourier transform revealed patterns. Key extracted, solved. Time 36:52. Students jumped, screaming, "She did it!" A wave started. VIPs clapped slowly. Journalist, "Underdog strikes." A black girl magic surged. Langston scowled. "Luck, the next will break you." Flashback Stanford 2022. Aaliyah solved a professor's puzzle, earning praise. Then Jamal's diagnosis hit, shattering her world. Time 36:52. Langston revealed a bloated fraud detection model. "Optimize it," he said. "Not for dropouts who can't spell algorithm. You'll fail, server girl." Students chanted louder. VIPs bet against her. Aaliyah coded, but memory overflow crashed her system. 33 Mito, the crowd gasped. Langston taunted, "Fraud. You're a joke pretending to be smart. Admit it." Trolls tweeted, "She's done." Students, "You got this." Ethan whispered to a tech, eyes on Aaliyah's screen. "Sabotage." She rewrote the code, pruning nodes. Flashback. Brooklyn, teaching Jamal to code on a borrowed laptop. 25 Sue's model stabilized, cracked. Time 21:45. Students danced, forming a conga line. VIPs clapped, impressed. Tweets, "Aaliyah's unstoppable." Ethan glared. Langston snarled, "One more will destroy you." Her phone buzzed. Hospital. Jamal's critical. "Calm now." Time 21:45. Aaliyah's heart sank. Jamal. But the challenge loomed. Breach a blockchain network. Langston smirked. "Impossible for a nobody." "Give up, street girl. You're nothing but a fraud." Her laptop crashed, smoke rising, sabotage. Students booed Langston. "Foul play!" VIPs murmured. Aaliyah grabbed paper, sketching gates. Langston taunted. "Expelled for cheating, right?" "Try to your sick brother." A VIP shouted, "Check her record." Ruiz. Clean family withdrawal. Prize. Students chanted, "Aaliyah." 5 floor exposed. 0:30 final input breached. Time 0.05. Students rushed the stage, security overwhelmed. VIPs stood applauding. Social media crashed. Ruiz, revolutionary. Langston, ashen, muttered, "You'll pay, Waitress." The hall pulsed. Ruiz announced, "Aaliyah wins the $150 billion empire." Students hoisted her up, chanting. VIPs applauded, some in awe. Langston signed the transfer, snarling, "I'll sue you to nothing." Dropout media swarmed. "How does it feel?" a journalist asked. "Code sees no status," Aaliyah said. "Only patterns." Her phone rang. Hospital. She raced out, summit fading. At the hospital, Jamal lay pale. "Sis, you won." I saw the live stream. Tears fell. "We're rich, Jay. You'll get the best care." But Langston's lawsuit loomed. Waitress stole code. Aaliyah sat by Jamal, machines beeping. His condition stabilized, but the lawsuit weighed heavy. Ethan approached, confessing, "Langston paid me to sabotage your laptop. I'm done with him." Social media rallied, chasing justice for Aaliyah. Students protested outside Langston's HQ. Flashback. Aaliyah's first coding lesson with Jamal, dreaming big, Ethan testified, revealing Langston's emails ordering sabotage and Stanford rumors. Courts dismissed the lawsuit. "No down with Langston" trended. Aaliyah secured the empire, planning to fund Jamal's care. VIPs distanced from Langston. Flashback. Stanford professor praising her, urging her to stay. Langston leaked a video mocking Aaliyah, a fluke, a street girl. Public outrage grew. Boycotts hit Langston crypto. Aaliyah visited Jamal, now improving. She sketched plans for a tech institute. Students rallied outside her apartment, chanting support. Aaliyah founded the Thompson Institute in Brooklyn, offering free coding classes. Kids from underserved areas flocked, eyes bright. Langston's letter in papers. She's no leader, just a lucky server. Aaliyah ignored it, teaching her first class. Flashback. Brooklyn nights, Aaliyah coding under streetlights. Ethan joined the institute, seeking atonement. He mentored kids, revealing Langston's downfall. Bankruptcy loomed. Aaliyah's classes grew, media praising her. Students chanted her name at openings, echoing the summit. Langston's TV interview. She'll fail like at Stanford. Aaliyah's institute partnered with tech giants, thriving. Jamal walked unaided, mentoring kids. The crowd at a gala cheered her, mirroring summit energy. Aaliyah expanded the institute nationwide, transforming lives. Langston faded, his empire hers. Flashback, summit's final seconds, her triumph. Kids presented her a coded tribute echoing her napkin. In her office, Aaliyah taught napkin framed, a reminder. Jamal, healthy, taught beside her. The city pulsed outside, but inside, futures were rewritten. The crowd of kids cheered, their voices the summit's echo.